Howdy, welcome back to the next episode of the podcast. This is going to be an exciting one talking about most people's favorite time of the year, and that is Christmas. Going to go over the kind of Christmas preview and stuff. What are y'all most looking forward to for the Christmas?
Freezing to death when I'm at Dollywood. That's always good.
It was really cold this past couple of days, I will say. I hope that's not going to be a trend for this coming weekend or next weekend.
I know.
I'm excited for the lights. I love all the Christmas lights. I'm when I was a kid, we would always go and drive around and find all the houses with all the big Christmas lights and all that thing. So I'm huge on so I'm very excited to see if they add anything new this year, Christmas light wise. So yeah, I guess that's mine.
Would be really good if they added something down in what is currently candy corn country.
They are.
At Christmas?
Mm-hmm. Peppermint.
See?
Mm-hmm.
See,
they're debuting their peppermint. Let me see what there's an official name for it, but they are. There is going to be a brand new thing. I'm really excited to see what exactly that is, because I'm wondering if they're going to do how they had the candy corn people, if they're also going to have a peppermint people.
Well, the Christmas
lights
in
in Country Fair.
The Christmas lights they have there are already red, so that makes sense.
I'm excited to see it.
If you do not know, the dates for the festival is it starts on Saturday, November the 1st, and goes through Sunday, January the 3rd, which is, of course, the last day of the park. And it will be closed the couple of days leading into that. Not as long as it hasn't been closed in the past. It will be closed October the 28th through the 31st.
Still weird. I would say push back Christmas a couple of days myself, but
yeah.
Well, those of us who are Christmas obsessed, I'm ready for it.
I love Christmas. It's too early. I'm sorry. We had 2 months left in this year. It's too early for Christmas, but
I am 100%.
I love it. I'm not wearing a Santa's hat because I'm anti-Christmas. I'm like, bah humbug.
But I was gonna say bah humbug to you over there. I'm literally the kind of person where November 1st, we're of course going to be at the park. But then when we get home, I am fully getting my Christmas tree out. I'm getting my Christmas wreaths out. My house will be a winter wonderland by November 2nd.
Thanksgiving. The whole month is great. There's
I
good
grew up
Thanksgiving
with that,
TV, good Thanksgiving food, nice muted colors, leaves.
I'm all about the brightness. Christmas trees behind me. Bright.
First day after the fourth Thursday in the month, boom, the house is lit. I'm good. I go for a month.
Here's my thing. When Dollywood and Disney and everybody else's Christmas season starts, as does mine. When Dolly says it's okay, it's okay.
Look, it's not that I avoid the parks. I mean, I'm going to multiple theme parks in November. That's not the point. The point is, I prefer it be a little bit later.
You want to enjoy the seasons and not have the seasons cut off. I get that.
Fall is the best.
Fall is nice. I do like fall. Fall is really pretty. I think with me, Christmas has always been my favorite my favorite time of year because the lights, the music, I love it. So that's why I'm always like, Christmas, let's go.
Oh, yeah. And once Christmas starts, I watch only Christmas TV or Christmas movies or sports. I mean, sports, I don't stop watching the Vols because it's, the holidays. I only watch those. I only listen to Christmas music. I 100%, even if the Beatles put out a new album, I would not listen to it.
What about Dolly's album?
I would not listen to
Christmas
it.
Album.
Well, a Christmas one, sure. I'll throw it in the rotation.
There you go.
I've got, playlists of hundreds of songs. That's all I do. So that 28, 30-day period is just Christmas. And then I want to taper off. At 26th, I want to go, maybe less music. And then the lights go away at the first. And then
it's no Christmas music is allowed to be played in the car if he is present until Thanksgiving. But as soon as Thanksgiving hits, as does my Christmas playlist.
Oh, yeah.
I did just want to say something really quickly because I double checked this. Brandon, they are actually opened until January 4th.
Okay. Did they
So you
change
get
it?
one extra day.
So the 4th would be
Monday, probably,
it
right?
would be Sunday.
Sunday and open on Monday, huh?
So, like, I think that is an interesting point that Lewis had, and I knew he was going to say that. So, but I still, but I still want to know just in case. That what they used to do was they ran the fall festival through Halloween, and then they were closed like a full week for decorations, and then they started the Christmas on like November the 7th or somewhere in that range. So, like, I think I like that strategy better, and then like give me a couple extra days on the back end, go to like the 6th or the 7th or something like that. But I think I prefer that way better. That way it's not so rushed following Christmas.
I do wish there was a little bit of a taper of Christmas too after the holidays, but and it's not so bad at Dollywood because I mean they're closing in the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas to the 1st is perfectly acceptable. That's the holidays. At other theme parks where it's Christmas until almost February.
Literally, it's Christmas till almost February because we've done that before. We've gone to other theme parks, and I guess there's some kind of a Christmas marathon going on, and so they're still celebrating Christmas up until February.
Too much. Stop playing the music at the very least. I wish Dollywood would do that because for those of us who go a lot, they play the same music. Every year, that's my wonderful Christmas time. That breaks my. I try to watch. I love that song. I'm a McCartney fan. Great song. But you can only listen to that song so many times before you realize
maybe they'll have a new mix.
It's just the same song over and over.
Maybe they'll have a new mix this year, though. They switched up all the other musics this year so far for the festivals.
Yeah, they don't play. They stopped playing "Wonderful Christmas Time" down in the thing. I think they did it last year in the lighting. Polar, whatever.
The Arctic Circle thing.
Arctic, yes.
Arctic, yeah.
There's an Elvis Christmas song they play a lot. I can't remember which one it is.
Probably Blue Christmas. I think that's what. Yeah, Blue Christmas.
They play a Jeff Bartel Christmas song. I really like. I really connect with that. But
while we're speaking of Christmas songs, I do have a Dollywood-centered Christmas playlist on Spotify. If I remember, I will link that into the notes. I don't think so it's got songs that are specifically tied to Dollywood and just songs that will make the on the news standpoint. This is maybe one of the hot button issues that we'll talk about. This, which is not that controversial, but if you're trying to find a day to go or not go, the Sevier County days are from November 1st through November the 9th. And if you do not know what that means anybody in that area can get in for $5. So you can assume what that will do for the crowds.
On the first day of the festival. The first day.
I gotta say,
I'm stressed for that day. I'm not gonna lie. I'm stressed.
I think it's a good move by them, not for us, but a good move for them.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be bringing in the money that day.
And
it's a little slow during that time of year. It kind of builds up. There's a little, there's always the first day. Everybody with a camera's got to be there the first day, but after that, it kind of tapers off, and then when you get to Thanksgiving, it's like.
And I never thought about that though, because they did just get done with all the fall breaks. So that does make sense. So like now everyone's taking their break from the vacation because kids are all back in school. That makes sense actually.
But my issue, I don't know if I should say issue, but it's 2 weekends. It's not just one weekend. They have the first weekend and the second weekend. And then when you get down to is it the 4th weekend? Or
wait, is it going to be the weekend? I haven't looked at the dates yet. Is it the weekend of the 8th?
Yeah, it's the 1st through the 9th. So if you're talking Saturday.
Sharing the Light the Way 5K. Oh my gosh. I feel like there was a strategy. I'm hoping there was a strategy behind this.
And then when you get into the Thanksgiving, you got the Thanksgiving week, which is when is that? Well, whatever Thanksgiving is that the 29th maybe? So all of a sudden you got 3.
27.
Okay, yeah. So that means But in a way, that will make it busy the 22nd and the 29th, because some people will take off from work before, because like some schools will be closed for that week, or maybe take off. I guess go to Dollywood November the 15th in the month of November if you're trying to find a good time to go.
I wonder if it's what Lewis said too, is they kind of looked at their numbers from the past couple of years and they saw they're down, like where they don't see as many crowds. And they said, oh, let's throw severe days out there. But then at the same time, they said, let's also do like the 5K. That's going to be a really busy weekend.
And I know I struggle as more like this time of year, even though I love Christmas, I struggle finding the perfect time to go during this time. I'm a major college football fan, which there's a lot of those around, or maybe your husband's or son's is. And November is peak college football, the last kind of hurrah for the regular there. Then you get into the Thanksgiving stuff, and then you get into the New Year's and the peak Christmas. So it's hard to find a perfect time to go, if that makes sense.
I have watched multiple sporting events at the park on my iPad. So yes, I know exactly what you mean. I watched Tennessee play. Oh, especially in March. March is, during March Madness. And
I've seen that so much, though. You could tell when people are just like watching their phones and watching certain games. I know nothing about sports, so I can't relate to that, but I do see it.
Yeah, and
if Vols are playing and you're walking around wearing Vols gear and you're not doing that, I'm judging you. Just saying, you're not a fan.
If you're not sitting there watching the game.
This is, okay, so maybe your family, anytime you're at Dollywood is good, but come on. You get 10, 12 games. You get 10 good games in a college season. It's 2 hours. Just sit down. We should have like a little party and everybody should just join together. Somebody bring a good iPad and a projector.
Ooh, Dollywood could have like a watch party. There you go. They could have like a specific space where they have during the holiday season, since everybody's going there, like have a separate area for everyone who wants to watch sports and have like a little watch party going on.
That actually is a great idea, because, a lot of husbands and stuff like that on there would rather do that, and they can still make their wives happy. So I think that's a good idea.
As Brandon angers at least a third of the crowd out there is going, I love it too.
I'm like, excuse me, women can like sports. I'm not one of those women, so this is a bad example, but oh man. But no, I think during this time of the year it's really difficult. But I will say at the same time, if you're like me, like when I go to the parks this time of the year, especially if it's not very, like if it's really, really busy, just sitting down and like eating and listening to the Christmas music and people watching and catching the shows, honestly, that's kind of what we do a lot during this time of year. Plus, a lot of the rides, it's too cold to get on the coasters. If it's 40 degrees, I'm not getting on a coaster.
Yeah.
It's worth it doing it at least once. It's so cold.
Icicles.
50.
Maybe I'll do Big Bear. That'll be my limit. That's just because that's my favorite ride. So.
That one actually seems like it'd be one of the worst too, because it's long.
That is a long.
Like in Tennessee Tornado, it's a minute. Fire Chasers maybe 2, or I don't actually remember how long it is, but Fire Chasers is pretty long as well.
Fire Chasers long because they have that little stop show scene too that you have to. At least there's fire though, so at least you're warm.
I was gonna say that. That's
a good one. Then you can be cold for 2 seconds and then go in and get some fire blown at you. Warm up.
I like that in the summer. I like that in the cold. I just posted a picture on one of my accounts of back when they used to do Star Wars fireworks at Hollywood Studios, and they had these 2 big plumes of fire coming up, and I remember the gloriousness of the coldness when it's cold down there. I love that. Anytime you have fire and heat, love it.
I do feel like to get the most out of Christmas, this will be different for everybody. Whenever you get in the Christmas mood, whenever that is for you, is when you will get the most out of Dollywood Christmas. Maybe that's obvious, but
I find it puts me in the mood. Like I said, I'm grumpy till Thanksgiving, and then I'm like, Christmas. But when you get there, you're like a couple minutes in, you're like, oh, why am I here? And if you're not like into it at that time, and then as the time passes, you see the lights, you see and this is even during the day, you start seeing lights, you start feeling it. You see the bells, and you're like, okay, I can do this. And the music, and you're like, oh yeah, wonderful Christmas time. Oh yeah.
So we get towards the back of the park, you're like, okay, I'm feeling this Christmas thing
jingle bells, all the bells going down and you hear the people and the what's the band playing? The Wild Roots
Yeah.
show?
The Wild Roots, yeah.
They're playing some Christmas music, and then you're like, well, I might as well go to the show. It's early, and then you watch the mice, and they're like, oh man, this is so good. Why isn't it Christmas now? Then you leave, and you're like, I don't need decorating for 3 weeks here. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Dolly Parton experience has been fully Christmas out for the past week now. So.
Yeah, and I hope this weekend I'm planning on going unless the weather's bad. I'm hoping they haven't started disassembling yet.
I think they're using the Dolly Parton experience as promo because they have it fully decked out. That's the only thing I could think of is for commercials and photos and stuff. That's why they're going to use that area solely for promo.
Well, one year I went there on October 31st, and I would go on October 31st this year. Well, there's a football game and the Halloween, and anyhow, and they'd started disassembling the pumpkin tree thing, so that in the the Wilderness Pass area,
at that time,
it started taking it apart, and I was like, I really hope they get the idea to do Halloween things, have a Halloween night party, something.
I think that'll help do the whole transition into the Christmas a little easier if you get more of a Halloween experience.
You mentioned the Light the Way 5K. Do you have the dates of that?
Yes. So the Light the Way 5K is going to be on November 7th. That is right now when they are planning on doing it.
Oh, that's a Friday.
Mm-hmm. Don't be like me and get the date mixed up because for some reason, for the longest time on my calendar in my brain, I had November 8th. And Eric was like, you need to double check that date. As it was not. So don't do like me and mess it up. But yes, so it's going to be Friday, November 7th through Saturday, November 8th is the event.
But you got to walk all that amount of time? That sounds like a lot of walking.
It is, but it's so much fun because, well, of course you get to see the park at night and all that stuff. So I will say the event is actually already sold out. I'm looking at it right now. It's already sold out. But it runs from 11 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. and they have this every single year. So I went to it a few years ago and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, I will say.
We're expecting you to bring back pictures and show us the route and what you've seen in the background.
Well, I'm planning on actually live streaming. So
I do know those things I do know those things are popular, but to me, paying money to run has never seemed like a good idea.
Some people just love it. That's just their sport. If I could run, I probably would like to experience it and see what I
guess we'll go over the schedule now. I don't think this will take. They did finally release the opening. We're going to skip the first 2 days and just go to the first week. And pretty much overall, pretty similar to what you expect. I don't see anything major new. The Holiday Wild Roots band is there, and they have 5 shows a day. That is the one that you first enter. I know sometimes you can get those.
It just gets you in the mood, all
to the right.
Yeah,
when you go to the right, they're there.
Despite me overlooking it when I posted it, the Patty Parton's A Christmas to Remember is there, and I'm trying to remember what that was last year. Do any of y'all remember off the top of your head how that changed from the normal show?
I did not go last year, so I can't say.
I'd never been to either of the shows until the last time we were there, so no idea.
So we'll check back on that one. Christmas with the Kingdom Heirs they're back. Looks like they're doing 6 days a week instead of 5. And they have 4 shows, and they will typically do about half Southern gospel and half Christmas as well. Then you have the 2 big ones. The Twist the Night Before Christmas, aka the Snickerdoodle, aka the Rat Show.
I love it. I love it. I love Twist the Night so much.
And Tony, the guy that plays the rat, is in another show, so he'll be back doing his signature part there with the rats.
You never know.
That is true. You never know who's going to show up.
He could be the dad in Christmas in the Smokies for all you know.
I feel like when you think of that show though, and you Tony is the character you think of playing.
Yeah,
He's done it every
It does make
year.
sense.
It'd
I
be
was just
weird.
kidding.
he's did it every. That would be a good question to ask. I bet he's been doing it for over a decade at least.
Really, I thought they had changed the mice
Did they
because one of
change
them was a female for a while, and they have and
They had
What
both.
that too?
They had two.
oh yeah, of course. But
And it
I guess I
looks
need to see
like
pictures of who we're talking about because I do not know these people by name. I'm not getting that connected.
it looks like some of
Katie,
the,
not Katie, I promise. I like shows, but I don't want to know.
You don't go that in depth in it.
well,
Not at all.
it looks like by judging some pictures posted online, some of the country music show people will be in that show as well. In the signature show, and also on that Twas the Night Before Christmas, they do have a 6:15 show, so that comes in handy for if you're getting there like a half a day. The
Is that
signature
the
show.
last show they have every day, or is that
8 p.m. is the last one.
Okay.
Oh,
I was like, surely
there's-
that's the last showing.
there's a looks like Sunday. I see an 8 o'clock show, and then
Mhm.
6:15 on Sunday. So
Maybe like during the week. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like, oh, that makes sense. So during the week it's 6:15. Then on Sunday it's at 8 o'clock.
that's odd that Sunday would have the latest.
Why not Saturday? Like Saturday and Sunday, since that's also the time. Oh, wait a minute though, because Saturday is when they're doing the fireworks.
Oh, that's not every day?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No.
well,
That I
that was
do
one of
need
the questions I had was about fireworks. So they are just doing fireworks on Saturdays. I don't see
I
this.
believe it's just the weekend. I have not
Yeah.
seen it, but I believe that's what they've done in the past.
Yeah, because I don't see that. I don't see that listed on the schedule as of yet. The Christmas in the Smokies, it's 50 minutes long. They have 4 different showings, with 7:15 being the last show. And Lewis, I said he don't know people by name, but I'm a little bit worried that the guy whose name is Tom Hacker, who is the guy that kind of looks like the Santa Claus looking older guy that plays that show, I did not see him in any of the cast pictures so far. He's been in that show for probably 15 years, so hopefully he was just out that day or something like that.
Yeah, they've not announced yet for the fireworks show, so I don't know. Maybe it will be every day this year.
I thought
Maybe they've
I thought
canceled
it.
it.
Usually has been. It's not a big deal. It's a pretty
fun
good
show.
show. But it's not like the drones. It's not the.
Yeah.
This seems like a perfect time for me to campaign to do away with the fireworks and to bring back the Parade of Many Colors.
I don't think I could argue with that. Well, I mean, I probably would change the parade a little, but
I could because I love fireworks. That's the only reason I could. But I would love to see a night parade. I would absolutely love it. I don't think they have the space. Like Dollywood is very cramped. I don't know if they have the space to do or the staff to do a parade like that. That's a lot of people for them. I mean, they don't have many hosts right now. I mean, they have a lot of hosts, but I would feel like for crowd control, especially as they're getting busier and busier, logistically, I don't know. That kind of sounds like it would be a headache for them. But maybe if they extend the walkways out towards Wildwood Grove and make it bigger and easier to accommodate.
that's quite a hill to do a parade on.
No, like in Wildwood Grove. Like just have the parade in Wildwood Grove and go back to
I
Night
see.
Flight in the background.
I mean, that would be a good thing to make everybody go up there in that one small space. But yeah,
I mean, if you have a dolly,
The
if you have a
parade
dolly
does look
parade,
really fun though. I think Silver Dollar City, they got new floats this year, I believe, for their parade.
it was I don't want to be negative, but it wasn't my favorite thing.
The parade.
Yeah.
I never got to experience. I just seen like photos and stuff. I love parades, but if I had to sacrifice a fireworks show,
but we get fireworks in the summertime.
yeah, but it's not the same. It's not to Christmas music.
We come for the drones in the summertime, by the way. Not the fireworks.
That's good.
There's a difference. But maybe they'll do the drones this year for the Christmas show.
Yeah, why did they not? They did it for 1 year.
That year was messy. That year the music was extremely. I was so excited because they hyped that up so much. The lasers were cool.
Yes, I was
Those
thinking
were
about them myself.
so cool. I loved the lasers, but the music choice was not good. It was all the really slow Christmas songs. And when I'm watching a fireworks show, and then when you've got lasers and stuff going, I need more upbeat music.
Again, don't want to be negative, but there's always been a little bit of story continuity with their big shows like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the plays, the music, all those are just perfect. Even the Heidi Parton thing, whether it wasn't my thing per se, but it was good and it was tied together and
So talented.
it was, and they told stories and it was, you
Mhm.
felt very. But then
Immersed in it.
sometimes, like fireworks, I don't feel like that. There's not a punchy end. There's not.
So are you like saying you want a storyline to it? Like you want more of a story to the fireworks show?
Or cohesion.
Okay, that makes sense.
I feel it's a bit like when I go to Franklin every year to their Franklin on the 4th fireworks, and it's just songs and fireworks, and that's fine.
You want it to flow, like.
But I want a fireworks show that I want to go see that.
Mhm.
And okay, I've been spoiled by Disney and Luminous and Illuminations, and
I was trying to think of what you were getting to. It didn't hit me. It was Illumination.
all their fireworks shows and the story and the build up and the thing. But still,
I think
they're storytellers.
and maybe eventually that's what they'll work on too, as they're starting to get more into the storytelling side of things. Maybe like the actual like shows and stuff are the next step. I will say for summer they did a great job.
Oh, when they did the drones, it's good. It was better this year.
Goes together, yeah.
And putting the rides up there was really cool.
That was
I
really
see them
cool.
up on my digital frame occasionally, and I'm like, that was so
And
cool.
they're still technically celebrating the 40th, so I would love to see if they did something with the drones. But I feel like if they were, they would have already announced this.
Oh yeah, they're not.
I would think so too.
This close out, I think it's going to be the same show. I do hope to see the lasers, because the lasers were really something that kept it interesting. And honestly, it was just really cool to see.
Just do that all the time. Just
Exactly. Just add the
lasers.
lasers. Give us like, throw in a DJ, do a little Christmas dance party. So basically just do a Christmas after hours. There you go.
Because let's say this, no matter what you think of the Bubble show, lasers are cool.
Oh, it is so
Right.
cool.
The storyline, I don't want to, that million bubbles are cool, but the laser are just the reason you go.
And then you get to see the bubbles. It is really neat. Yeah.
Yes.
So I will say Dollywood did it really, like I said, my only complaint that year when they did that was just the music really didn't. It was just a little bit, it was too slow. And then kind of like you said, it didn't really flow that great for me. So I think more upbeat music works better for them.
And the summertime show, we'll finish this in a second, I guess. But when the drones get canceled, you can almost get trampled as people are leaving, so they don't. Right, it's a firework. People are coming to see the drones, pure and simple. And even when the last drone goes down,
yeah,
if you're trying to video, it's very inconsiderate. But everybody's trying to run out of your way. They're like, "It's time to go. We got to get to the car. We're gonna make 10 more seconds." I don't know what they're thinking because
literally they
just linger. But we love Dollywood. That's why.
Hey, like I said, I do loved it. I'd rather that than the parade, which again, and the parade was really, I think it looked really neat. Logistically, that's just that has got to be a headache for them.
I could see that. I mean, that does require a lot more man hours because they had people drive the carts and the crowd control
and I think crowd control is the biggest thing because there is so many more people going to Dollywood right now than what there was when they first premiered that parade. They would need a lot of extra staff
and it's been what, 5 years or so since they've not had that and crowds has increased. The next show they're doing is the Appalachian Christmas, which is the McGrath music.
I really like that one.
I think that one's underrated. They do a lot of.
I do too.
Like
where's it located?
Christmas type songs.
Where's it located?
The Back Porch Theater.
Back Porch this year? Yeah.
And one thing I like that they did here is they don't do this all the time, but on the 2 days the group is off, they have, at least this first week, they have somebody filling in.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
And sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't. But at least for the first week, they have Mountain Highway, who I'm not familiar with, filling in.
And the Back Porch Theater, that's the one by the hot dog place, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And like the thing about that one is you can listen to a song or two in that just by walking by. So even if you don't catch the whole show, you're probably going to at least catch some of it. My favorite one they do there, which is on the playlist that I promoted, is Sammy Kershaw's Christmas Time's a Coming. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, that one is good, actually.
Yeah.
I like that one.
The next one I think is by far the biggest underrated show of by far in Christmas is the Oh Holy Night, which is at the Valley Theater, which is across from the Cinnamon Bread That is the live nativity scene type show.
That
That
is a
one's-
really good one too.
That one's really good. It's also a shorter one. It's like 20 minutes long.
Mhm.
The signature song, that one being "Beautiful Star of Bethlehem."
I've never stopped for that one. Even
Well,
when and it's nothing personal. It's just that it never
Well-
I find the time that it matches. If I'm going there, I'm usually going somewhere
And
else.
also with that one, you really have to get there a little bit early because it gets packed for
that
that
was
show.
what I was about to say. That is
Almost
the one that
every
is easy.
show.
Yeah, that one's easy to miss because they don't start until 3:45,
Yeah.
and it does get crowded, so you do have to get there early. The candlelight carolers are there 4 days a week, at least by judge, and that is
That one's
at a
pretty.
church.
Mhm.
That's another later one that starts at 5 o'clock. It's a 20-minute show. They have the Santa Claus thing back from 11 to 8. Has anybody experienced that?
No.
It's cute. I will say it's really it is a cute thing. You get to write down what your wish list is for Santa Claus, and then you get to go see him read it, and it is a really cool experience. And in the past, they've decorated. I don't know what it'll look like this year, but in the past, the way they've decorated it is really pretty too.
And I
So,
believe that's another one where the line.
I was just gonna say, just prepare for a long wait because they take groups in at a time, and each group goes through the whole process of writing out their Christmas list and then going to see Santa individually. So it is, just make sure it's a really cool experience. And if you've got kids, or I mean, if you're a big kid, I went to see them. Just anyone really, but just make sure that you are at least shaving out, I'd say 45 minutes easily, because it is it's a time consuming, but it's worth it. I don't know of many places that do something like that. So
I'm guessing that it would be a shorter wait earlier in the day compared to late, but I could be wrong on that.
I agree. I think it's better to get there a little early. I will say the one time the time that I did go though, the elves, they were so much fun. Their entertainers do a great job, I will say. Dollywood's entertainers, 10 out of 10. Those elves, though, were
Absolutely.
fantastic. They did such a great job. So
Because I think they wear the costumes, right?
there was their personalities. No, they really got into like the storyline and their characters, and they were very passionate, and it literally kind of like they made it feel like you were in the North Pole. It was pretty impressive.
I think they have like real like the musician type performers on the.
Oh, is that who do it?
Yeah. So I think they're like real trained professionals.
Well, they've done a really great job, and it's really fun to see like how into it they get, like the little kids too, and it's really cute. So
we're almost done. The last thing, they do still have the bird show, but that's not really Christmas related. But the last one is the what's that?
Challenger is offended.
The bird show is great, but not. I think that is the only non-Christmas show you can see.
Yeah,
so,
I think so.
They don't have the birds decorating a Christmas tree.
They should put the Christmas like lights in the bird show. I feel like that'd be distraction for the birds, though. I don't know if that's a good.
They could light the birds. They could have them on camera.
Put little outfits on them that like sparkle. There you go.
All I'm saying. Let's plus this thing up. Let's put some lights. Let's put more lights in Dollywood. 6 million lights, not enough. We gotta like the birds.
Amateur, 6 million.
Put some lights around the owl. The snow in the Grove, which I guess is replacing the big giant Christmas tree that snowed.
It sounds like it.
Is that officially new?
Okay, I didn't go last year, so unfortunately I don't know. But the last time I went, that did not exist. But then again, the tree did exist, so we can't go off of me for this. But it sounds really interesting. I'm excited to see what it is. I want to know who the roly-poly characters are.
That was my next question.
I want to know what they are. I'm so curious.
What is a roly-poly?
What is it?
Yeah.
I think it's a worm. If you're talking about a roly-poly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. When I think of roly poly, I think of the show Roly Poly Oly. He's tall.
So I guess somebody will be dressed as a worm. I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be warm. I think they'll be like, I don't know what. I don't think
I'm
it'll be
hoping it's a
warm.
different roly-poly than the.
I'd say they're
I'm
gonna
looking
make
out
it
the
more
screen for this
fun. I
nightmare.
don't think it's gonna be the actual like roly poly
Uh,
or roly poly. It's POLY. Poly maybe. I don't know.
but it sounds like they're just decorating.
It's
the
those little things
tree
that like
outside.
go up and you know what? I bet they're gonna be. I bet there'll be like little circle things because roly polies are the ones that like go like this into a ball.
Yeah.
I bet it'll be like some little ball, but they'll be like peppermint colored or something. Or I don't know. Wildwood Grove, I'm looking behind me. Their whole color scheme is this bright blue, purple, and green.
I did enjoy the bear, the Benjamin Bear, maybe was the name of the big giant tree. So I'm guessing that will be not there again.
Oh, they did have them last year. Oh, these are cute. Okay, so Google Dollywood Christmas Roly Poly and you'll see it. These are adorable and slightly terrifying.
I feel like for our radio audience, you're going to need to describe.
I'm trying to think. I know. I'm trying to think of how to describe this thing. Okay, so it lights up at night too. Okay, so it's got the head, and then it's got like an oval body, like a big oval body with two little feet, and then its arms are like kind of small and go like this. But then it's got a really tall, it's like a really tall Santa hat that curves, and he's green and blue and white. That is adorable. You know what it kind of looks like? My Labubu. It looks like a Labubu. I'm not kidding. Have you guys seen Labubus?
New question. What's a Labubu?
It looks like a big Labubu. Hang on. Let me go grab it.
Also, if you want us,
editing work.
if you want us to do an entire episode on the Christmas shows, leave us a comment.
I don't know if you can see it. Labubu.
Like a Teletubby.
It does look like a Teletubby, doesn't it?
Labubu. Except maybe not as creepy of a smile, but the eyes look similar. And the body. Yeah, this is a perfect example. It's like this. It looks like a Labubu with a really tall Santa hat. And it's green and blue. And that is adorable. I'm a fan. I got excited. So this isn't new. That all to say, no, this event is not new.
I must have missed that last year.
They had it last year.
But I guess no more show about Benjamin Bear finding his way home and the giant Christmas tree.
I guess not. I loved that show, though. I thought it was so cute.
It looks like they took the snow from that over to this, but
Yeah.
I feel like the snow in the Grove is not going to be as exciting as it sounds. I feel like they're just going to play Christmas music and lights, and it's not going to be anything super.
I think it's just going to be like an area of the park where they have snow falling down on people with the Christmas music playing. There's also the tree show for the Wildwood tree that happens too. So there's that one.
Well, that's going to be the same thing.
Unless I don't think they've changed that. I don't think it's been announced that they're changing that.
It says join them at the Wildwood tree
for a kaleidoscope of colors. I think it's the same.
Yeah. And yeah, they did the snow in the Wildwood Grove last year.
Mm-hmm.
They
just pump a lot of snow out and be careful not to slip.
I was just gonna say, just don't slip, don't fall.
There's a lot of food options as far as quantities that I saw.
Did you see it?
I like options like cookies and crackers and that kind of stuff.
Crackers? This I don't remember.
Well, maybe not crackers.
I'm trying to think of the best way to respond to this. I was not excited with the Christmas list. I'm going to say, 1, there's not much on there. 2, the majority of things on there are cookies. You can only do, I get it. You have different shaped sugar cookies. I get it. But
what's wrong with cookies?
There's nothing wrong with cookies, but this is Christmas. Like, Christmas is when you think of like all sorts of different kind of desserts and treats, and you get to pick out and all this stuff. And this is the first year I have seen this little on the tasting pass. Like, every other festival had more than this one. I don't understand. Like, did they spend all their money earlier in the year? Like, I don't get why Christmas is so less.
I mean, they've got cupcakes, they've got cinnamon sugar nuts,
But those
they've got
cupcakes and
gingerbread.
the cupcakes and cookies aren't going to be a $10. They're going to be priced under the $10.
True.
Yeah, but you can still use your tasting pass on those.
I was impressed with the red velvet funnel cake. That's something they've had.
That was
They've
good.
had it before.
And it's always really, really good.
The apple fritters sound interesting. Apples dipped in batter, deep fried with sweet cream icing. I will say that sounds interesting. I'm interested to see what that tastes like.
And I wouldn't mind getting the vanilla eggnog cupcake again.
Eric
The frosting
loves that
was
one.
like thick. The
Eric
frosting was
liked
like they took eggnog and they just condensed it. It was great.
I like I'm really excited for the peppermint. They have a peppermint brownie. And it has like cheesecake swirled into it, and of course red velvet whoopie pie. So I mean, like it's not that they don't have. Obviously, they have a lot of options. I guess I was just really hoping for something different and a little bit more savory options than what they have. Because if you look at the savory options, it's not much.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
kind of wonder why. Maybe they do that because it's cold. I know
I
that.
still want to eat.
Well, then most people want to go inside. I wonder if that figures into it.
Maybe they're trying to get people to go into the restaurants instead. I mean, that makes sense.
The knots, the two things that stood out to me it was the Parmesan knots and then the cheese cheddar soup as far as the main food items.
Smoked sausage, potato cheese soup sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's
Maybe especially if it's the meat that was in that that hot dog with.
One thing that was interesting
For non-pork and beef eaters. Like that soup would have been delicious. I love create cheese potato soup. I don't know why we can't have a vegetarian option, or at least a no meat option.
Did you notice how they had Christmas kettle corn as an option?
Yeah, actually, I'm surprised I haven't done that before, actually.
Yeah, because like that's something that's not been in the tasting pass that I've seen.
No, and I would have loved to have that option for the Harvest Festival because the caramel and apple kettle corn, I love that.
Well, the best thing about that is that that's something you can grab and carry back with you, and you don't have to eat it there.
Yeah, it's a snack all day.
What else? But yeah,
Stuffing Stacker's back. I do love that, but I just love turkey and dressing and all that fun things.
That was the one thing I saw in there, and I was like, I think I'll get that.
Yeah. Eric's really excited for the Smoky Mountain sprouts because he loves Brussels sprouts, so he's really excited for that. Now, the Santa skillet potato sounds interesting, and it has no meat. Good job, Dollywood. Thank you.
One thing to keep in mind if you got the diamond cup is you can get hot chocolate. So as we get into the cold weather, you can go there. And usually the best place to get it is at the corn dog place there.
That's all I've heard for the past 2 weeks since he got his diamond pass is that he gets to get unlimited hot chocolate.
Oh, and hey, November and December, we'll have 2 diamond cups.
Oh yeah,
which is really nice.
One. I'm excited for that.
I have a sort of random question that we probably can't officially answer. The monthly cinnamon bread is good for every month, and you have like 4 days in January. So can we get it in January?
Yep. I'll probably
Mine won't start till next year, but
I will probably go on the 1st or 2nd. Probably 2nd.
What else? We probably, for the viewers, should have explained more of like what these things have. So my top 2 is going to be the Santa skillet and the stuffing stacker. And the Santa skillet has potatoes, queso, cheddar, sour cream, onion seasoning, diced tomatoes, green onions, and ranch dressing. That sounds so good. And the stuffing is turkey, cornbread dressing, mashed potatoes, gravy, and cranberry sauce.
And that's really the only one of these things that actually is Christmassy. I mean, obviously the desserts, there's, It's easy to make Christmas
Like
desserts. You just make it
rosemary,
green and all.
garlic knots. I don't know. I just remember a couple of years ago, the last Christmas festival I went to, that was one of the best tasting pass options. That was back when they had that chicken pot pie cone.
You know, I'm not saying that the Parmesan rosemary knots don't sound good, or the pork belly skillet looks pretty decent, but it's not Christmas. It's not like
That's
I'm
my
thinking
thing.
this is Christmas. It's not.
Same. I want more Christmas food, Christmas feels.
I
And
think
a
of
lot of
gin-
this stuff I'm not, besides the turkey, I'm not getting Christmas out of this menu as much.
yeah, because it feels like on desserts you think of. I think of gingerbread and peppermint stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and officially they are a few of those, but it's
There
stuff
are.
that you're not going to get like cookies and brownies and stuff like that.
Well,
Um,
in the year that I'm thinking of, they even had at Show Street Ice Cream, like they had a peppermint ice cream sandwich that was amazing, but it was
Right.
Christmassy. You know, you had the peppermint. So, but like I
Well-
said, it doesn't that it sounds bad. I just would have liked them to do more Christmas.
Although as I'm thinking about it, what is Christmas food? What would you do?
I mean, I guess turkey and stuffing. I don't know. I guess that is true. I don't know. More dessert. Well, not more dessert. Like, where's the peppermint hot chocolate? I didn't see that mentioned anywhere.
Yes.
Peppermint hot
But-
chocolate seems like the most common sense thing, and I didn't see that.
I love red velvet stuff, but that's not really Christmas food, is it? Like, I don't think
it's a
red
little-
velvet is Christmas.
I think
or is
it's
it?
a little more Christmas. I'm surprised they don't have anything ham. I don't eat ham, but isn't that a big holiday dish?
Yes.
Ham?
Yeah, I am intrigued by this red velvet whoopie pie, which is Christmas.
I do love a good
is
whoopie pie.
Sweeter than fluffy red velvet cookies made. It's got cream cheese filling, I guess. I don't know.
That does sound good. I do love.
I had the
the
whoopie
whoopie
pie
pies.
last year, and it was excellent.
Was it? They do good with their whoopie pies, I will say. Christmas log. There you go. There's not even a Christmas log. There's a different
Okay.
thing. That's dessert. I'm now Googling Christmas. Christmassy
I am too.
prime rib.
would
Again,
love to
I
get-
don't eat it, which is kind
I
of
would love to
Pigs
get
and
prime
blankets.
like
rib.
Dollywood. Give me more things I could eat.
That's
Or
a
more soups. I guess soups would be a good option.
Soup seems like a good idea.
pigs in a blanket. Or I learned the English way they do it is they wrap bacon around the sausage, and it was spectacular. So
That does sound pretty interesting. I eat turkey bacon.
Shark-
There you go.
how about a
I eat turkey
Dollywood
bacon and
charcuterie
turkey
board?
hot dog. Ooh, that'd be good. They have one at not Heart Song, Dreammore. They have a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Tamales.
much all the notes I have.
Ooh, that is a big one. Tamales.
Can you
See,
still
just
get
different-
turkey legs? I guess you can, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think
I haven't had
Hickory
turkey leg
Barbecue
in
does
so
it.
long.
I think Hickory Barbecue has that. I think they do.
And
Last I heard.
I'll have to check that out. And also
And if-
eggnog. Give me it. They should serve eggnog in my refillable cup.
It's weird that they don't, but they sell an eggnog cupcake, but not the actual eggnog. I don't know.
Eggnog
Maybe-
and fruitcake. That's
Fruitcake. Yeah, that is true. Fruitcake too. Now I'm just curious. See, so many things they could have done more Christmassy though. My point is more Christmassy and more options. I don't know why we had 80 million fall options and like 6 Christmas options for savory.
there's only 3 drink options, which makes sense.
Oh, I
It's
forgot
not-
about the drinks. What are
There's
they?
only like 3.
Punch, holiday cranberry punch, and the wassail. The wassail's not new, but they have that. They had that for fall.
do they? I
Um,
don't
Mhm.
think they have it for fall.
I know they've had it before,
Yeah, they had it this year for fall because we got it
But-
once. They had that and
but-
apple cider at the Crossroads.
but why use the drink punch when you have free hot chocolate?
When you have free hot chocolate, very exactly.
Anything else y'all want to talk about with Christmas?
Not that I know of.
If you do not know, the week that you pretty much want to avoid 100% at all cost is the New Year's week. Do not go to Dollywood during New Year's week
Well, okay.
I was kinda
not
tempted
that
this
you
year.
shouldn't go.
unless you like crowds.
They say you should know what you're up against.
That's a
It's
good way to say it.
That's a better way of saying it.
So I have this weird thing that I don't mind crowds during Christmas. I don't mind shopping when busy just for Christmas. Any other time of the year, Amazon. I mean, I do a lot of shopping for Christmas. I am again too, but it's not so bad going out in the crowds. I've been the day after Christmas because a lot of people get their tickets. We gave our kids tickets one year for Christmas. And yes, everybody on their dog were there in line getting tickets and going in. But it's still great. I mean, there's if you're there for the rides, no problem. Eventually they're gonna calm down. Stay the whole day. If you're gonna go on busy time, stay the whole day. Go early, stay late, or both. Because there's gonna be times where you can get what you want to do. And there's gonna be times when it's super busy. And this is when you're really happy they have the tasting pass, because when you're there in Dollywood on a busy day when they don't have festival foods, you're gonna starve or you're gonna wait.
Or you're gonna wait for like a couple of hours to get. That was another thing. Oh, this is a different episode. We should talk about this though. Is Dollywood having where you can make reservations through the app instead of having to go up to the restaurants, because that would just be more convenient. And I will say another time that if you're wanting to go on the rides, when it's getting dark and everyone's walking around trying to look at the Christmas lights, that's another pretty good time to get on those rides.
Yeah.
Because everyone's doing everything else in the park.
And honestly, that week between Christmas and New Year's sometimes is so cold, nobody wants to go. And usually, even if it's 30 in the morning, it's going to be 40, 50 degrees.
No.
A little cold. Bundle up.
Get some hand warmers. There you go.
Layer up hard, you know.
50 layers. Well, do we have anything else for Christmas?
No, let us know if there's anything, like if you want us to do a special show on the shows, like the two main shows. If you want to go a lot more in depth on them, we can do that. Leave a comment, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Bye.
Bye.